In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a home buyer presentation from scratch in minutes using AI. I'm talking about coming up with the idea for the presentation itself, all the way to designing and creating the slides. You could use this for home buyers, for clients, even for presentations for your referral partners. Before we get started, if you're a real estate professional that wants to leverage digital tools like social media and AI to do more business in less time, then subscribe for more videos just like this. Let's get into it. So we're going to start with ChatGPT. Now, not the basic 3.5 GPT, we're going to use a custom GPT. Now, if you don't know what a custom GPT is, think of ChatGPT, the regular ChatGPT, as an iPhone, and these custom GPTs as like an app, right? These are specific chat bots that are built on top of ChatGPT that are trained on custom specific information. So therefore they can do specific things. This is a feature that's only available to Plus members. So if you don't have one, pause, subscribe. Trust me, it's worth it. I hope I'm going to show you why you should subscribe to a ChatGPT Plus account. But anyway, we're going to hop into GPTs here, right? The GPT we're going to search for is MortgageAI. Now, this is a special GPT that is specifically trained on all the US mortgage guidelines, VA, FHA, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. It's already knowledgeable about those guidelines. So it's such a better tool than the generic ChatGPT for our use case here, right? So I'm going to use that. I'm going to open that up and we're going to start prompting. You're going to get access to all these prompts in the description below. But the first thing we want to do is give it context and have it come up with presentation ideas. So what you're going to do is when you get this prompt, you're going to enter in your market, right? Usually the state, city, or county that you're operating in. Plus, you want to be specific on who your ideal client or target audience member is, right? So this is really important. You want to be as specific as possible, give it as much context so it could give you a better output. For our example, our market is going to be Texas, and the person we want to create a presentation for is a millennial home buyer. So I'm going to copy in this prompt and paste it here. Okay, so it looks like our output is ready. Let's take a look here. So a lot of good general topics. Just a quick look. I might think that some of these are a bit too general, so I'm thinking of combining a few, but one about property taxes could be useful. One about just investment from the investment point of view could also be a good one. But I think what we're going to go with are millennial home buyers who want to maybe go from renting to home buying. So let's move on to the second prompt, which is outlining. Now that we know who we're going to be presenting to and what we're going to be presenting on, we can now have the ChatGPT create a outline for us. So I'm giving you some prompts here to insert your target audience again and really go into detail on the subject you want to present and even some further details that you want the presentation to pick up on. In our case, again, we're going to do millennial home renters who want to become first-time home buyers, based in Texas, let's say. We also want to make sure that, hey, include some low down payment options, things to help, a millennial who maybe is just trying to start saving up money, don't have a lot of money for a down payment just yet. So once that is as detailed as possible, I'm just going to copy and paste that and now paste it back into MortgageAI. Okay, our output is ready. Let's have a look here. It's a presentation outline. It's breaking each section down even into slides with some quick bullet point form notes. So first we're going to start off with an introduction, obviously understanding the current market, the importance of planning, then saving for a down payment. It's good. It's recognized that these are the kind of actual steps someone will need to go from a renter to a first-time home buyer. It's even referencing some Texas or market specific programs like the Texas State Affordable Housing Corporation and mentioning loan types as well. When it comes to like FHA, which is a great kind of first-time home buyer program that we might want to dive into. So these are some of the reasons why we want to use something like a specific GPT like MortgageAI to really dive deep into these topics. So to have a look, if you need to improve or change anything, add something that wasn't mentioned, you can always just add it to the prompt here, add this, remove that. But for the sake of time, we'll keep things moving. Okay, so for the third prompt, we want to come up with detailed notes. Now, these are notes for the presenter or for you, right? You're going to want to have not a script per se, but a more detailed outline of what topics or important points you want to cover while you're giving your presentation, right? So this is going to be an aid to you while you're going through the slides, which should be mainly visual with just some light text. So for this prompt, I'm just going to have it create me some detailed notes, bullet point form. That's how I like my notes. If you wanted to give you full scripts, exactly word by word on what to say, how to present it, or any other format, then feel free to change this up. But let's stick to bullet point form notes, and I'll pop this into MortgageAI. Okay, our output is ready. Let's have a look at our notes here. It's exactly what we wanted, some more detailed notes to kind of help us not forget anything or anything of importance while we're going through our presentation. All right, now we're getting into the cool part. We're gonna have the GPT actually design our slides. We're gonna have it come up with the text that should appear on the slide. And I don't know about you, but I hate slides that just have so much text. It becomes very boring, very distracting. So I prompted here to keep it concise and to just cover main points. We're gonna have it also suggest images and graphics, as well as describe the best structure or layout to present the information. For example, some information might be better presented as a timeline, or maybe a flow chart, or maybe it's just as simple as here's the text and here's like an image. So it's important to have these elements there because it's going to help us for when we put this into the Gamma app, the actual presentation builder. And you're going to see that in just a moment. Another specific, Gamma related prompt here is we want to separate each slide with a triple dash here. That's going to be a specific requirement for the software we'll use. So I'll show you that in the next part here. And additionally, if you want to limit the number of slides you have, this is where you can add that in there too. Say you want to do 30, 25, or just 5 slides. This is where you can give that limitation. So I'm going to copy and paste this prompt in here. Okay, so we're finally done with the output. I had to change the prompt a little bit specifically around this limitation of 10 slides. What I was noticing was that it was combining a lot of the other main informational slides together. And I didn't want that. I want those slides to be separate because they in itself could have a lot of information. I really just wanted to have them combine the closing and the contact info slides together as one. They don't need to be on their own slide. So I had to specifically prompt the AI to do that. But we're done here. Let's have a look. As you can see, each slide is laid out with the text, right? 3 lines at most, with some visual suggestions, as well as a layout on how to present this information, right? If you're looking through it, you might want to add things, change things. Maybe it's not enough text here. For example, we want to go deeper into FHA loan limits, or we want to actually present a more detailed breakdown of all the down payment assistance programs in our market. So feel free to do that. But for the interest of time, we're going to keep it moving and actually start building the presentation. Okay, so the tool we're going to be using to actually create the presentation is called Gamma.app. It's a great tool that quickly creates websites, presentations, or PDFs that's including the text and the actual visuals for you quickly with AI. For $0 a free plan, you get up to 400 credits. So each slide or slide deck costs about 40 credits to create. So you can create about 10 presentations with the free plan. You'll also have it with the Gamma watermark on it once you export the PowerPoint or PDF. You could also present in the app itself, but if you wanted to export it because you're going offline or presenting offline, then just know it's going to have the branding. Just for $10 a month, you get unlimited credits, but you can only create a presentation up to 15 cards. So that's 15 cards means a card is just a slide or a page on a document. Those words are used interchangeably. So we can create, let's say under this plan, a 15 slide deck presentation. So I have the plus plan, but for everything in this presentation, it still can be done with the free plan. So once you sign up, you're going to get into your homepage here. We're going to go to under all Gammas, we're going to hit create new AI. Then we're going to go to paste in text. Now, before I get into there, I just want to show you that you can create a presentation or website or anything from scratch with just one line, right? You can also import a file that has existing text documents. Maybe this is a transcript from a presentation you've done in the past, or other documents, guidelines that you already have that you want to use. You can import that as well. But what I find is that you should do your text creation, prompting, information gathering outside of Gamma, because there are certain specific tools like MortgageAI and ChatGPT, which I think are better at doing that. And then use this app just for the visual part and just putting it all together. So because we already have our text, we're just going to use the paste in text. Okay, so what I'm actually going to paste on this page here is I'm going to actually copy and paste the slide design output that we got. I'm going to click the copy button that we have here. I'm going to go back to Gamma. I'm just going to paste it and I'm going to press continue. Okay, so now we're at the prompt editor page, and I'm going to start with the settings panel at the left here. We have 3 options for text content. We can generate text content. Right? If you wanted to, generate something purely from scratch, you can do that here, right? There's also condense, where we input some text here, and it'll just shorten up a bit, like summarize it and reduce maybe a huge block of text, a guideline, a very heavy a novel or ebook. You can have it just condense it into a slide. But because we've have everything detailed with ChatGPT, from slide design, text, visuals, everything, we're going to go to the preserve option here. We're just going to maintain the content that we have and just put it in a visual format, right? So I'm going to set my language to English. Instead of AI images, I'm going to stick to web image search, because I found that AI images are kind of funky. There's mistakes in it too. It's not great yet. So I'm going to go with web image search, and you can always swap images or even upload your own as you'll see. So because in the free form version here, or earlier in the last page, we broke up each slide with this triple dash. So when we go to the card by card view here, our slides are already separated out for us. It's got the title, the text, the visuals, everything that we need, right? We want to make sure that the number of cards is set to the number of cards or slides that we initially planned for. So I see 10 in total, 10 is here. That's perfect. Now we're good to press continue. Okay, now we're going to select our theme. There's a bunch of great themes you can pick here to match your branding, your style. For the sake of time, I'm just going to pick this one here. Looks bright, looks professional. I like it. I'll keep it moving. I'll press generate now. And this is where the magic happens. So in real time here, we're seeing the presentation be built before our eyes. It's going to create each slide as we prompted it to. That's it. Our presentation is ready. Now, is it perfect out the gate? Can we go ahead and immediately start presenting? I would say no. With all AI, you want to make sure that you're reviewing it, you're analyzing it, and you're making specific changes. Okay, let's start reviewing and editing some of our slides here. So first of all, I don't like that the home ownership is cut, so I might decrease the heading or play with the font size a little bit here. Maybe I want to change this image from a sold sign, because they're not selling a house. They're actually trying to buy a house. So I'm going to edit the image. I'm going to maybe come up with, young people buying a home. Let's see what it has there. This one looks good. I'm just going to change the focal point so that they're in the middle. Boom, there you go. We're going to get the second slide here, go through the options. Maybe instead I want to change this up. You can easily do that. Here it looks like it created another column just for the images. I don't really want that, so I can just delete this column. That looks better. Here I can, if I don't like this icon, I can change it to something else, right? Under media, I'm going to hit icons and, maybe do something like money. And this is the one I want to use. And that's cool. This is presented as low down payment options. It gave us this pyramid, which doesn't really make too much sense. So I'm going to change this layout instead from pyramid. Maybe I just want to do bullets, like options here, right? Because those are more like options as opposed to a flow or a hierarchy, right? That looks good. This chart looks like it's cut off. So let's just say I want to remove it. Let's have it gone. And then I want to change the layout from, say, an image on the right to just a simple no layout, just easy, simple like that. I'll look down here, say maybe for this one, this is giving us a horizontal timeline. I don't really love that. Instead of a staircase, I might go timeline like this. That makes more sense. Maybe this is too much text, so I'm going to delete that there. And yeah, you just go through the slide deck, make those changes, right? This is the 20% you have to do, because the 80%, the writing, the layout is already done for you. And if I click present, I can have an idea of what the slide deck will eventually look like. And I can, again, either present it here online if I have access to the app during my presentation, or I can click the dots here, press export, and export it as a PDF or a PowerPoint file. I hope this helps you create more presentations in less time. All the resources I put together in one link that you can see in the description below. But if you have any suggestions for future videos, things you want to see, let me know in the comments below. And join my newsletter at resources.createtoclose.com, where I try to share some valuable resources such like this every single week. So until the next video, take care.